Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. When you think of the Jurassic period, what comes to mind? Towering sauropods with necks that scrape the sky, ferocious predators like Allosaurus. While those giants are certainly iconic, the Jurassic world was filled with creatures so bizarre, they almost seem like they were designed by a fantasy artist. Forget everything you think you know, because today, we're counting down the top 5 strangest animals of the Jurassic period. Let's dive into the prehistoric weirdness. Coming in at number 5 is Saurophaganax. Its name means Lord of Lizard Eaters, and it lived up to it. Discovered in what is now Colorado and Wyoming, this colossal carnivore was a contender for the title of largest Jurassic predator, potentially even rivaling the T-Rex. Imagine a beast over 35 feet long with a massive skull and teeth like daggers. What makes it strange isn't just its size, but its mysterious status. For a long time, scientists debated whether it was its own unique genus or just a really big Allosaurus. This ghostly giant prowled the floodplains of North America, a top-tier ambush predator that hunted anything from Stegosaurus to young sauropods. It was the apex nightmare of its environment, a true lord of lizard eaters lurking in the ancient fern prairies. Our number 4 spot goes to a creature that looks like it flew straight out of a fairy tale, Yi-Chi. That's spelled Y-I-Q-I, and it means strange wing in Mandarin. A fitting name, because this little dinosaur from modern-day China is one of the most perplexing fossils ever found. It was a tiny, pigeon-sized dinosaur, but instead of feathers forming its wings, it had bat-like membranes of skin. These leathery wings were stretched between its long fingers and a unique rod-like bone extending from its wrist. Scientists are still debating how well it could fly. Was it a graceful flyer, or more of a clumsy glider, parachuting from tree to tree? This omnivore likely nibbled on insects, seeds, and small animals, making it a truly one-of-a-kind experiment in the evolution of flight. It is a stunning reminder that nature's first drafts for flight were incredibly creative and diverse. Sailing into our number 3 spot is the bizarre marine reptile, Muranosaurus. Found in the Jurassic seas that once covered Europe, this creature was a type of plesiosaur, but it took the long neck concept to an extreme. Its neck contained a staggering 60 vertebrae. That's more than 8 times the number in a human neck. Imagine a body the size of a large seal, but with a neck that stretched out over 16 feet long, making up more than half its total body length. This incredibly flexible snake-like neck was likely used to dart its small head into schools of fish and squid, snatching them up before they knew what hit them. It was the ultimate deep-sea fishing rod, a living, breathing testament to how specialized life in the ancient oceans could become. Muranosaurus was less of a sea monster and more of a sea serpent, gracefully hunting in the murky depths. Now for our runner-up at number 2, let's get acquainted with Cryolophosaurus. This dinosaur's name means frozen crested lizard, and for good reason. Its fossils were discovered in the most unlikely of places, Antarctica. Yes, a large dinosaur from the frozen continent. Back in the early Jurassic, Antarctica was part of the supercontinent Gondwana and much warmer than today, but it still experienced cold, dark winters. This 21-foot-long carnivore was a pioneer, one of the first large predatory dinosaurs on the scene, but its most striking feature was the bizarre forward-curving crest on its head, which looked like an Elvis Presley pompadour. This unique headgear wasn't for fighting. It was likely a colorful display to attract mates or intimidate rivals. It was the king of the Antarctic forests, a flashy predator ruling a land of extremes. And finally, at number 1, the strangest Jurassic animal of them all has to be Stegosaurus. I know it is a well-known dinosaur, but it might just be my favorite. We're so used to seeing it that we forget how utterly astounding its design is. This 30-foot-long herbivore from North America is a biological puzzle. First, you have the 2 rows of massive diamond-shaped plates running down its back. For decades, scientists have debated their function. Were they for defense, temperature regulation, display? The current thinking leans towards display, like a giant bony billboard. Then you have its tail, armed with 4 terrifying spikes, called a thagomizer, which it absolutely used as a formidable weapon against predators like Allosaurus. And to top it all off, this multi-ton animal had a brain the size of a walnut, a huge armored body with a tiny brain, giant backplates, and a spiky weaponized tail. Stegosaurus is the definition of wonderfully weird, a true icon of prehistoric peculiarity, and our #1 strangest animal of the Jurassic. And that's our list. The Jurassic was so much more than just big dinosaurs. It was an era of incredible evolutionary innovation and downright strangeness. What do you think? Did we miss any bizarre creatures? Let me know your favorite weird Jurassic animal in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into the prehistoric past, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure.